Can you see me as you walk right through my heartache? As you glance beyond the steps I take, my eyes to be awake. Can you hear me when I say my heart's about to break? When I can't sort out this stomach ache, it's a feeling that I can't take. And I go for you, and I wish you would too. So I hold to a dream I never had, and I think to myself it's not so bad. I'm breaking, and all my knees are shaking, and I can't speak a syllable. I feel so invisible, 'cause it seems to me that the more I try, the more I see, the less I understand. And I go for you, and I wish you would too. So I hold to a dream I
A happy Sunday, everyone, my beautiful people. Welcome to the first short Sunday of the month. Thank you so much for joining. And Tariq and no, sorry, I misspelled your names. My bad. Tariq Karen. There we go. Tariq Karen, thank you so much for the follow. Skywalker, happy Sunday. Welcome, my buddy. Thank you for joining. So guys, I know today is actually not the first Sunday of the month, and I did say it is the first Sunday, the first short Sunday of the month. But that's because I did not do the short Sunday last Sunday, the October 2nd. And if you recall, that is because it was election day and I wanted to reserve the day to go out and vote and then follow up on the election reports. So today is the first short Sunday of the month for that reason. But in any case, okay, I'll call you Tariq then, or Tariq. Actually, is it Tariq or Tariq, or something else completely? I actually don't know. Correct me if I am wrong on either one, please. So yeah, as the title of the stream today today says, I do intend on working on it, or well, at least trying to work on the 3 separate little projects. If you guys have watched the past few short Sundays, you might remember that I have been working on a truck design that I made up. I started making a new emote, and I resumed works on an older picture that I started a couple years ago, and those are the 3 that I still want to still be working on. The first thing you said is true. So wait, frick, now what was the first one that I said? I don't remember. Tariq. Okay, so is it Tariq? I think that was the first thing that I said. But in any case, so yeah, we have this. Where is it? Dragoning Intensifies. We have this emote that I started. Actually, I was supposed to do the line arts with vectors throughout the week, but I was short in time and I ended up forgetting about that. All right, so Tariq it is. Thank you for correcting me. So there's the emote. There's obviously the truck design that I came up with. I can't really think of much else to add or fix on this basic design. I mean, I say basic, but until I change my mind, this is pretty much the final thing. So I can't really think of much else to do with this sketch over here other than just clean it up and then move on to drawing the same design but with different perspectives. Let me find that here. So the sketch you just saw would be this angle here, this perspective. I still want to do all of these other 3 here. So if I can work on this truck today, I will be doing one of these 3. And the other thing that I want to be working on, probably what I will be starting with, is a picture called, at least a placeholder name for now. It's called Grand and Glorious. If only I could find that flipping folder that is in here somewhere. I have so many project folders here. Let's try typing. GR. So that's gratitude, group, gift, green. There, Grand and Glorious. Yeah, so let's start with this here. Let's open the workshop, open the progress sheet, because I am definitely gonna need this file. Transparency is enabled. Good. Now, this sketch, oh, by the way, I should copy this into a new file as to avoid that little bug that we have with Microsoft Paint. Now save over workshop. Okay, so the sketch is basically done. I have to draw his wings, but there was another thing that I wanted to do, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to accomplish this on stream. I might probably be I might probably need to do that off stream so I can properly focus on it. But the thing is, and I actually talked about this on the last short Sunday when I worked on this sketch. Let me grab my pen. So I am not very happy with his anatomy. I mean, overall, this is not wrong. This is fine-ish, but and this is what I talked about last time. I am still not very good at drawing proper dragon anatomy. My biggest issue is with the anatomy of the legs and wings, but maybe mostly the legs, at least depending on the pose. Thank you, Tarek. So the thing is, dragons, they are supposed to be more muscular, and the dragons that I draw, because I'm still not very good in terms of dragon muscles, they usually look rather skinny, you know, and they are not really supposed to look like that. Especially this one here. This one is supposed to be to look bulkier than this. I mean, he's not bulky at all. So I actually, before I started the stream, I was looking for some references and tutorials for just that specific thing on DeviantArt. This is actually one of the reasons why I started the stream a few minutes late, by the way, and I'm sorry for that. So I found a few references and tutorials that I could try to follow, but nothing. Well, I'm not entirely sure if I've actually found something that would actually be useful for my need here. This here might be promising. You see, this is one of the things that I have not yet really grasped. I should probably zoom in so you guys can see this a little better on stream. And it didn't zoom. Nice. Open this. There we go. So this is one problem that I have with the structure of the legs. I never draw it like this for some reason. I know I am always supposed to do it kind of like this, where you draw either a oval shape for the shoulder or a trapezoid of sorts, then another triangle, somewhat triangular shape beneath that, connecting to the actual foreleg, and then the paw. And what I do is I basically just, let me grab Ray over here, pulling at a golf. Yeah, what I always do is I just draw a thing like this and then just sticks for the leg, and that's the legs I draw, and that's how I end up with oops, with this structure here, which is really not ideal. It works, but it is not ideal. I downloaded actually a few references / tutorial sheets earlier that I think might be useful. Actually, this here might be very useful as well. I'm going to add this to the collection. One moment. Let's go here to Michael, to DeviantArt, and tutorials, and save. I should probably organize this, sort this by date, so I can actually more easily find the stuff I downloaded earlier. Well, yes, I also got some stuff for wings, because, as I mentioned, wings are something that I still struggle a lot with, and there's another picture that I started a couple months ago that I basically halted progress on that because I was having so much trouble figuring out the wing on the dragon. Actually, the wings. The dragon is supposed to have 2 wings after all. So this is for wings. These are just some poses. Here's another example of what I was talking about regarding the structure of the leg, more specifically the shoulder, perhaps. You can recognize here, if we compare this to this other reference here by this other artist, the shape is technically different, but they are similar. See there? while this one uses a somewhat circular oval shape. This one here uses a sort of is trapezoid the name of this shape here? I can't remember. Point is, you have a shape here, and then you have another shape connecting to that one, and this one in the middle connects the shoulder shape, the shape for the shoulder, to the actual leg itself, which in turn connects to the paws. And you can see that same exact thing over here. Let me look at another picture. For heads, this one doesn't really covers legs. Right now I want legs. Here's another example, though this one is using circles. And this one actually uses larger circles. I think the actual trapezoid system might work better, a little better for me. But even here you can actually see, yes, there are shapes here, not only the circles. But this back leg here, for example, you have this shape over here. This is important for proportions. This is one of the things that I still also struggle with in terms of legs. Also, these legs here, they are muscular-ish, the way dragon limbs are supposed to be. This is something that is a pony. These are dragons. It's pony wings. I have all sorts of tutorials here. That's a Lugia. Dragon paw / hands. Need to learn that as well. This is for volume. This is not really what I need right now. Although this here is something that I have to learn. This will be important. Just not really what I need right now. Where's the other ones that I downloaded? Was that all of them? I thought I had downloaded a few more. I guess that is indeed all of them. Okay, so for the from the ones I downloaded, this one and this one are probably... Wait, not this one. Wait, didn't I just download another one? Let me refresh this folder. What the heck? I did just download this one here. Where is it? Yes, it is in here. Where did it go? Dragon legs, dragon pose, whatever that is. Dragon head. Ah, it's here. Out of order for some reason. So I think I should probably base myself on this one and this one if I really want to try and fix this leg here. And yes, let's do that. Let's see what happens. Although I still think that maybe I might have to do this off stream. So for this picture today, I want to try and at least fix his legs, if possible. Also draw his wing. And then we'll see what else happens. Let me open these two files on Paint so I can copy just the leg, have it here as reference. Although I will have to move this over there, put that over there, and this one, Dragon Tutorial by Jin Mezama. That's a mouthful of a name. Where is that one? It's this one. Edit. Let's see. Retransform. Which of these two should I use? I'll use this one. And copy and paste. Okay. Now then, I am going to change. Actually, before I do anything, let me copy this over to a new window of Paint. just to keep it there as a backup of sorts. Now I'm going to change everything on this sketch to the color dark gray, because I am going to draw over it. Get everything gray, make everything gray. This is the song of making things gray. It's not 50 Shades of Grey, it's only one. Okay, I think that should be everything. Now, so basically, like I said, we have 3 basic shapes for this structure. We have, I'm not going to do an actual circle there. Let me get myself acquainted with the shapes and proportions. We have like a sort of triangle down here, and then another triangle of sorts down there, which connects the paw. I should probably practice this a few times before I try and do anything over here. Let me do that closer to this at a smaller scale. Let me experiment with the oval shape like this one. So we have an oval shape there. Let's start the... I'm going to call this here a claw, just because it has a claw-like shape. Draw claw. And then whatever that is. It's important to bear in mind the proportions of the leg as well when making these shapes. And right here, I did that wrong. Made it too long. Too curvy. Come on, hand. You have the paw over there. Now, if I were to use to draw the actual leg over this, the shoulder. I think the shoulder would start here. No, not quite like that. I was doing it like this, the way I usually always do, but that is not really right. That is not really right. See if there's a better example here for the shoulder. No, not really. Let me look at some other tutorials. But actually, that is actually similar to what to how I do it. You know what? I think I'm going to try that. What is this file? Dragon Legs and Arms tutorial by Natsuo Akai. Natsuo Akai is an amazing dragon artist, by the way, guys. Her art is incredible. The only thing I don't like about her is that she doesn't upload to DeviantArt as much anymore. Now, what am I looking for? Right. This one. Let me see. Let's use this one as reference. Doesn't matter that I didn't do the selection quite correctly. This is way too big. Let's make it smaller. No, not like that. Oops. There. Just so I can actually see it. Doesn't really matter if I squished it a little bit. Out of this one, I want to copy to get acquainted with the actual shape of the muscles. So for instance, you have that for the shoulder. Have this here. Huh? Here for the foreleg. This part here I got wrong, but it's fine for now. Yeah, that certainly looks better than this here. Now, one thing that you guys, in case you don't know, that you guys should bear in mind, I did say, and quote, I am going to copy this. Now, if you know anything about art, you know that copying works from other artists is wrong. At the same time, it isn't. But here's the important thing. Here's what actually matters. Copying something from someone else is a valid learning tool, similarly to tracing. How can I explain this more clearly? If you are learning something, it is valid that you copy something that already exists from someone else, or even that you trace over it. If you don't know, tracing is the act of drawing over an existing picture and then using the thing you drew over as your own. And that's what makes tracing bad. Oh my god, it's hard to put into words. Overall, tracing and copying is bad if you upload the copied/traced work and claim it as your own. So for example, let's say, let me pick some picture here from DeviantArt itself, like this dragon over here, for example. This is very pretty. Let's copy this. Let's bring this into Photoshop. I'm going to give you a practical example. It's going to be easier for me to explain, I think, while demonstrating, rather than just trying to say it. Okay, so you have this work here by, who is the artist? Mistral Fox. Okay, I'm going to give you first an example of tracing. Okay, let's make a new layer here and make this a 50% opacity so I can more easily see the lines that I'm gonna draw. Let me pick a hard round brush. Yeah, this here is fine. I'm just going to give you an example, okay? Example number 1. I am a self-proclaimed artist, but not really in this case, because I'm going to trace a work and then I'm going to upload it and say it is my own. I'm gonna say, hey, I drew this dragon. So for example, let's say, I'm just going to do this quickly. See here that I am drawing over the original picture. There's the horn. I'm just going to do the head. For the record, I am not actually going to upload this. Tracing and calling it your own is the same as art theft. That is actually illegal. But this is one beautiful dragoness this artist has made. Scales here. Okay, that's good enough for the example. Okay, now let's add a little bit of color there, just for the sake of making a complete demonstration. Just some random color. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Nothing perfect here. Okay, let's say this here is a complete picture. Right, so now let's say I would save this as a PNG file and then upload it to my DeviantArt gallery, for example. And then I would say, hey, look guys, this dragon dance that I drew. And it will be there. It looks nice, right? Apart from the wonkiness of the coloring here, because I didn't do it right on purpose. But anyway, if I were to do that, I would be committing an act of art theft. Because one, I didn't actually draw this. All I did was trace an existing work made by someone else. This isn't really mine. And that would be very, very, very wrong. Never do that. Another thing that would also be wrong is if instead of tracing, I were to instead make a complete copy. You know, look at the original over there. Hide this. Let me make a new layer, and just copy what I see over there. This is wonky. It doesn't matter. For the example, that's what I am worried about. Okay, so I made a copy here. Let's say that's a complete copy. And then I upload this and say, hey, look at the dragon I drew. You know, that still would not be something that I actually did, and that would also be wrong. It would still be about the same as art theft, and that is wrong. But if your intention is to actually learn how to draw something, then trace and copy, then that is actually a pair of valid learning tools, so long as you keep all of those things only to yourself and you never claim that the end result is your own. What I think I am trying to explain is, let's say, let me delete this layer here. Let's make this back to 100% opacity. Let's say delete these two here because I don't need them. Let's say I wanted to learn, which actually is what I want to learn right now. How to draw a proper dragon leg anatomy. Okay, and the leg on this dragon is here. This is very elegant. I like this anatomy. It is not muscular the way like I want to, but for a female dragon, this is just perfect. So let's say I wanted to learn how to draw a leg like this. As a learning tool, what I would do is first copy this original one, so I can have my muscles, the muscles of my hand, to learn the movements, the limits of where each line should go to, and you know, basically develop a muscle memory. Let's go to the paw here. For the paw, I'm just going to draw something more akin to my style. That's imperfect, but it doesn't matter. That actually looks really bad. Let's just ignore the paw for now. Okay, there. That is actually way better than what I usually do on my own. Like, oops. Like, I'm still not used to these new tablets. I keep getting the pen off the active area. But yeah, that is way better than what I usually do here. And let me show you another example of how I usually draw dragon legs, so you can see that I do have a little bit of an issue when it comes to their anatomy. Like this here, Holiday Wishes, for example. Here's a picture by myself. Observe the leg over here. That's basically the same structure as on this dragon over here. And it works, but it is not really anatomically correct. So as a learning tool, it is completely valid if you copy something that exists, so you can teach yourself the proportions, the muscle memory so you can then apply what you have learned and use your own style to make your own things using this knowledge that you have acquired. And same thing here goes for tracing in this case. If I were to try and get myself to learn these proportions here, I can actually trace this leg, and that will help my brain, that will help my brain learn the muscle memory that I need to draw a proper leg structure. See, that looks very nice. Now, let's hide both of those examples and make a new layer here. I still obviously need more practice, but I have already picked up a little bit of what I need. I'm going to try and draw a leg similar to this one, but flipped around this time. Instead of having the leg point into this direction here, I'll draw it pointing into that direction over there. Okay? Without looking at any pictures now, only using what I just tried to teach myself. Let's see if I can do it. Oops, I messed up. Start from. For the paw itself, I'm just gonna stick to my style. Because paw-wise, I am mostly fine with it. Technically I can't, Eric, but I have the habit since 2007 of not adding people I don't know or barely know, you know. Let me redo this part over here. There. This looks actually much better than what I usually do. Now let's compare this example to the original picture here that I used to base this knowledge. And let's also compare to these two examples that I made. Let's flip this so it's easier to understand. There, see? This looks really good, I dare say. This part here is a bit wrong, but that's because my brain is still tuned to making it like this. But see, I have already learned something here. And I did this by tracing this leg and also copying it at the same time. Well, not at the same time, one and another, but you know what I mean. Now, with more practice, I can use this knowledge here to improve my own style and therefore draw better legs on my own without even using references most of the time, let alone copying stuff and then making these things myself. I can upload I can upload them and say, hey, I made this, and be fine with it, because that will be the truth. I will actually have made that myself. So as you can see, tracing and copying, they are valid learning tools so long as you use them as learning tools, never to make complete works copying something that someone else did and uploading them and then saying you did that, because you didn't really do it. If you are trying to learn, study something, then this is absolutely valid, but so long as it stays as a learning tool. Actually, I have many things here. No, not many things here, but if I go here, for example, I think I have a folder called Dragon Anatomy. Dragon Anatomy Practice. This, for example. I was practicing a little bit of dragon teeth and tongue, well, dragon mouth in general. Teaching myself how to draw those a little better. And I literally used this picture here. I copied this a little bit, as you can see here. There's a sketchy version of that. And then I used that anatomy from that picture to teach myself how to draw the teeth and how the tongue actually should work. And down here, I was already doing all of those things by myself, putting what I have learned into practice. And I still need to practice this a little more, but this is way better than how I used to do. This over here is how I have always done the teeth before. And this works, but as you can see, it doesn't look very natural. It looks weird. It looks a bit alien. But using this here as a reference and copying, teaching myself the muscle memory, eventually I managed to do way better on my own. This here was not copied from that one. This here was done using my my own knowledge that I learned from practicing with that one. And actually, that picture, that one is what gave birth to this one over here. This is the first picture that I drew, putting that knowledge into practice. And those are some very big chompers over here. Wouldn't want to get bitten by that by those. But yeah, that's an example of how you can use tracing and copying as a learning tool if you want to learn how to do something. So long as they stay as a learning tool, it is fine to copy and this looks very pretty. It is fine to copy and trace, but again, only if you are teaching yourself how to do something. And keep all the copied works, all the traced works that you use for practicing, keep them in your folders in your computer. Do not ever upload them and call them your own. Even if you don't say they are your own, do not upload them. Okay? If you copy or trace something to learn something, never upload those things. Never. Even if you upload and say, hey, I copied this from that person over there, but I didn't actually do it. Don't do that. That is also wrong. So yeah, enough rambling about that. Let's draw a leg, or well, redraw a leg. Let me try it anyway. I can do it. I can do it. I'm going to start with the shapes. Let's use this one here as the reference. The only problem here is that I'm not entirely sure where exactly I should position the shape. Well, let's have it here. This feels right. And yes, I did draw this dragon here myself. I am now basically just in the process of fixing him. Ah, but there's another thing here. This leg here, we are visualizing it completely sideways. This one here is at a 3/4 perspective. So I have to translate this into this perspective. So I suppose that this should go down there. Maybe I have made this way too big. Make it smaller. Ah! Make the shape! Rick. Fine, I'll just use straight lines. Sorta. Now I am mostly basing this out of this one.
A time has just been redeemed for 100 dragon tokens. Time to play an ad.
Alright then, so Tariq has redeemed the ad time. Have an ad. Now I could just go straight to this example here. Use the circles, and then just draw the line art over the circles like this here, and try to follow that muscular shape. Muscular shape? I think I just made up a term. But I wanted to do the shape here first, so I can get myself acquainted with the structure of the leg. It is a trapezoid, isn't it? I keep saying I have trapezoid in my mind, but my brain is not associating the name with the memory of what the shape is actually like. Trapezoid. Look it up. Yes, it is a trapezoid. Yeah, sorta. Right? Yes, it is a trapezoid. I am not going mad. Okay. Now, according to this sample here, I would have to draw another trapezoid right down here, going like that. Kinda. Actually, yeah, I should really just draw this out here first. Let me start it by copying, for the most part, this one here. This one here goes mostly vertical. Let me start over. Now this here goes mostly vertical, like so. And now we have another trapezoid down here, but smaller. And it connects up there. Now we have a whatever that is going all the way down. And it actually seems to start around here. Ah, come on, hand. Just do it. It's not hard. And then we bring that up. And then we have rather, a paw. That paw is way too big. Oh, it's way too small, but whatever. I'm just getting myself acquainted with the shapes. Yeah. Save. Always remember to frequently save your progress, guys. Whatever you are doing, always save your progress frequently. You never know when something might go wrong. And believe me, stuff will go wrong eventually. You do not want to lose your progress. Right. Let's try now here and replicate both of these on the dragon. This dragon, by the way, is called Ael Braveheart. This here goes up there. Okay. I might have to redraw, not really redraw, but I might have to make his body a little longer than it is. Ah, hold on a second. This is actually supposed to go back a little bit like this. The reason for that, the reason why I might have to make him a little longer, his body a little longer, is due to proportions. You know, if I can draw this leg properly, the wind just slammed the door. If I can draw this leg properly, I might actually be able to figure out how to draw his paws, because, well, the reason why I haven't drawn the sketch for his paws down here was because I wasn't really sure what they should look like on this angle, on this perspective that we are looking at him. But if I can make this leg right, I might actually be able to figure that out. Let's draw a basic shape for his paw. That isn't it. Doesn't have to be anything fancy here. I say the pose of this leg is not quite right yet, but anatomically speaking, even though these are just the shapes, the basic shapes for the leg, this does look better than the original thing. Let me erase this sketch for the original just to and leave just these shapes, just to have an idea of what this is looking like. Okay. Be very careful here not to erase much more than I have to. There. Zoom out. Yeah, that looks much better. How much time did you spend making this sketch here? I have no idea. I used to count how long I take to get anything done. Like to have a picture finished, I used to count how many hours I would take. But eventually I started to take so long to get stuff done that I gave up on keeping track of time. But usually it takes me like 4 to 6-ish hours, more or less, to finish just a sketch. And then there's a few more hours to draw the line arts in CorelDRAW. And yeah, I really have no idea anymore. Ah, here. Moving the whole thing forward helps a lot, actually. So let's type it over here. Like this picture here, for example. Let me open my DA once more. This picture here, for example. I worked on this one, excuse me, mostly on stream. So it was like, the Chewart Sunday usually goes for from 3 to 6 hours in length at most. Though I usually average 4 hours more or less. And this one took me about how many streams did I do? How many Chewart Sundays did I work on this picture here? Probably 4 or 5. I really have no idea. I really have no idea. Point is, I take a long time. I gave up on keeping track of time a long time ago. Now, if we are to talk about time, as in how long does it take from when I started something to when I finish it, then we can probably say years. I started this one in particular. I started in 2001. No, 2001. No, sorry, 2021. I think. Let's go back to its folder. I have the date. Wait, I have it open here. Derp. No, I started this one in 2018. Well, to be honest, I haven't really worked on this frequently. I started it and then I didn't touch this picture until this year, as you can see here. So yeah, there's also that. But yeah, overall, I gave up on keeping track of time. You know what? I'm going to keep this leg structure over here as a backup. Okay, so I have this leg structure. Let's see if I can draw the leg, the actual leg itself, over this and how that will look. Now for that, I will not only use this structure as the base because that's what I am supposed to do, but also I will try to base my new line arts for the leg on this example over here. And the reason for that is because I need to learn how to draw dragon muscles, and I immediately did it wrong. I have to bring the line over to there. So here we should have a shoulder now. Now for this part down here, I might have to redraw this area over here. Or not necessarily, just erase a little portion of it. Hand, could you please just follow the line? Oh my god, my hand insists on going out of the line down here. There. Let me erase this. And then how do I do this? I guess this works. Nice and easy. I might have to redraw this line. But let's not worry about that right now. What matters now is that I get the basic lines for the leg done right. Like I usually say, basics first. Fixes and tweaks later. Okay. Now for the paw. Said basics first, so long as I get the basic shapes of the paw done. I mean, so long as I get the basic shapes in place, I can fix it later. I changed that blue to some other color, because the contrast of blue and red over here, plus that gray, is messing me up a little bit. And brown is not the proper color to use for this, because I am trying to draw with red. They're just gonna get themselves confused. Well, I am gonna get them confused. Now we bring a line all the way back here. And stop it right there. Then we connect the shoulder to the leg back here. All right. Now let's see, what the frick have I done here? Let me erase the structure. You know, basics first. So this looks wonky, a little wonky on this area here, but in terms of anatomy, it definitely looks better than what I had originally drawn here. It definitely does. It is out of proportion, however. It is quite out of proportion. Well, not quite out of proportion, but there is a little bit of proportion. How can I say it? Unmatching, I guess that's the term that I want to use here. The leg is not proportional to the body. That is a problem. Also, it should be a little different than this. I mean, its angle should be a bit different. Let me do an experiment. Let me copy this leg over to here. And let's have just the leg itself. There we go. Now I will undo everything. There, that's enough. Let's copy just AL. Now redo everything. And open Photoshop. Now what the heck? That's the wrong canvas size. What the heck? It didn't copy the selection that I made here. What the Fine. I'll just copy him from here then. There. And let's copy this leg. Bring it over to here. Color range. Select white. Oops, hold on. So I selected too many layers. There. Color range. White. Delete. So now we have only the sketch. Perfect. I needed to expand this canvas a little bit. Hold on. Image size, canvas size. Pixels, height. Give me a height of 1000. Why did you make black over there? Fine. There we go. Problem solved. Move all of this up a little bit. And yeah, give me just the leg now. Alright, so this is currently positioned more or less around here. And what I want to experiment with is changing its angle to see... Yeah, this. try that. Yeah, I do feel like his front leg should be more like this than like this. Obviously, I'm gonna have to redraw this whole thing though. Well, not necessarily redraw the whole thing, but it does need work. You know what, let me copy this sketch from here and bring it over to the sketch over here. But not on the sketch of the dragon himself. Let's have it over here for now. Let's make another copy of it. And what I will do now is draw over it. Hello, Dragon Cabode! Welcome to the stream and happy Sunday! Good to see you. Thank you for joining. And, oh, by the way, I think this leg does need to be a little shorter. A little shorter than this. Let me experiment with it here on Photoshop. So, you know, make it shorter here. Instantly fixed most of the issues that I was noticing with the perspective. Not perspective, the proportion. I'm gonna keep it. Let's copy that. And this is what I will draw over. Yeah, I could use a different color, but it's easier to see. Yeah, this dark blue should do just fine. Maybe the curve tool for this will be a bit more helpful than freehanding. I know that this line that I'm drawing now is a little off the original, but that is intentional. At this point, it is intentional. Because this is one flaw that I recognized. This area here is a little too bulged, if that makes any sense. Now let's reinforce this line. It's easy. Now back here. These fixes that I am doing right now are still not going to be the final thing. I'm pretty sure this leg will have to go through various other instances of tweaks, fixes, and changes until I am satisfied with the end result. And this is only the first leg. I still have other 3 legs to fix. There. Let's curve this like so. That is too much. Here's my work. Okay. Let me do the back part of his leg. Start from the bottom. Oops, I forgot to connect the lines. My bad. This is still not right. There. That should work for now. You reinforce the line. I went a little bit off over there. Now let's see about this paw. Let me begin with this digit. Paws are things that I also need to improve myself on, but at least they are not big issues that I have. Not in terms of anatomy anyway. I mean, paws are relatively easy to make, but I could use more practice. I might have to redraw this here. But, as I say, basics first. This will do for now. Might have to redraw the whole paw. Let's not worry about that right now. There, now let's connect here. Okay. There's need to be a little fix up here. Alright, now I need to remove all of those red lines. And you might be wondering, how the frick am I gonna do that? Well, simple, I am going to use the eraser trick. And voila! All the red lines are gone. Although there is one pair of pixels here that I do not recognize. There's another one there. Were those brown? From when I tried this here? I run the eraser with the color brown on primary just in case. There. Alright, now let's install this leg on the dragon and see what it will look like. Let's make this red pink, so it will be visible, but not too visible. Now that's a way better looking leg, but it still needs a little bit of work over here on the shoulder, I think. Maybe it should be back here. Let me remove the pink sketch. Yes. There's improvement right here, guys. This leg is almost right. Yeah. Okay, it does need some tweaks to be be better as it needs to be, but overall, it is a much bigger improvement over the original leg, which, if you don't remember, looks like this. And now it is going to look like this. Way better. Excuse me. Let me save. And see, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when it comes to tracing and copying as learning tools. I started the anatomy of this leg by copying the structure from these samples here. I started by copying the anatomy of the muscles of this leg over here. And I also did that dragoness, that beautiful dragoness that we saw. Have I added that to my faves? It was already my faves. I also copied that leg. I also traced that when I was giving the example of good and bad tracing and copying. And thanks to the little practice and and learning from these and from that, I've managed to draw my own leg over here using only my brain, without copying anything from these, only using them as references. Which, by the way, if you don't know, using a picture made by someone else as a reference is completely different from copying or tracing a work by someone else. So yeah, this is progress. See, and this is how you learn stuff. Unless you can manage to magically, not magically, to teach yourself without using any sort of existing material. This is how you learn and practice using tracing / copying as learning tools as well as references. And there we go. Yeah, we started here with learning the basic structure of the leg, then practicing the structure of the leg, and actually doing it, to then drawing the leg and then fixing the leg. Obviously, I still need to do more fixes here, but there we go, progress. And save. I am going to work some more on this obviously, but right now, let's close these. Right now I want to make some progress on that emote that I have been working on. Back legs are something that I really have to practice as well. So these will come in handy. I think I'm going to need Photoshop anymore. Let's close that. I am going to keep these open, however. I might still need them. Alright, let's go now to emotes. Let me put away my pen, because for this, I'm going to use CorelDRAW. And for that, I am not going to need the tablet. Emotes. Dragoning intensifies line arts alpha 0. What I'm going to do now, I should have done off stream, but my week has been crazy and I forgot. The reason for that, why I think I should have done this off stream, is because drawing vectors is boring. At least I find it boring. Okay, let's see, how do I start this? I don't think I want to shade this. I mean, this is supposed to be just an emote after all. I'm trying to think here how should I go about drawing the line arts, because if I want to shade this, I will have to draw them in a way, but if I am not going to shade them, then I can draw it in a different way. I'm trying to think, if I am to shade this, how should I go about it? Like if I were to shade, obviously I would need multiple layers. I would need to have his mane on the top of his head be one layer. The mane on the back of his head would be a second layer. Then we would have his entire head plus the neck, obviously, on another layer of their own. And the eyes. I changed the way I draw eyes. I now I usually draw them basically as a separate layer entirely. I'm still not very used to how I draw eyes now. Ah, whatever, I'm not going to shade this anyway. Let's be... that's way too much zoom. But I can now see that I have to disable these this grid here. How do I do that again? You enhanced. There we go. That's way better. Alright, let's begin the way I always begin things. By the snout / muzzle. And you are now going to see why I consider the vectorization of the line art to be a boring process. There really isn't all that much to it. It's all drawing lines and anchor points, and then shaping them. Question though, what thickness should I use for these lines? What thickness have I used for Confused Braveheart? They look thick. Let me open that project. What is this thickness? 5 pixels. 5 pixels, huh? Alright, let's make it 5 pixels here as well. The reason why I am concerned with the thickness of the lines is because since this is going to be an emote, I will have to reduce its resolution by quite a lot. And if the lines are not thick enough, it might all look like just some blurry green mess. But also, they cannot be too thick. They have to be just the right thickness. That is the thing. Have I curved that right? Yes, I did. Okay, now let's position all of these lines in their correct spots. And part of that process involves making new anchor points, just like I am doing right now. Wait, what am I doing over here? Ah, right, I see. It goes up. Not quite like that. It goes down here. That. Okay, let's get this out of here for a moment, just to see if I shaped these lines correctly. For the most part, I have, but this still needs some more work. Alright, Tariq, thank you so much for joining the stream today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a little bit of fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have an awesome, awesome week. May this next week be a better one than the one you just had. Have a very good night, and when you go to bed, sleep well and dream of dragons. Have a good one. Remove that anchor point over there. I have to change the shape down here. You're very welcome, Tariq. Yeah, I think this is better, right? This is a little flatter than this here. This should be flatter like that. So let's make it flatter. There. A couple of anchor points around here so I can remove that one. And then this one here. So the line will fix itself in place. Hey, there we go. Now this curve over here on his lip, that seems wrong. It is, but at the same time it isn't. I think the actual problem is actually on this area over here. Let's make this a little shorter. This a little longer. Hey, how about that? Yeah, looking much nicer. Very good. What about this here? Yeah, I suppose that is fine. And save. Alright, before I proceed any further, I need to pointify both ends of this line. So let us do that. Let's begin over here. And there. Give me a hairline thickness. And now we shape this triangle so it will match the blue line. The intention here is to make this triangle look like it is actually a part of the snout that I just drew, and that is now in the color blue. It has to look natural. I do not go for realism ever. I do like to keep a cartoony style, but I do prize the appearance of naturality, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think this is enough. Where can I do the cut on the blue line? It would be here, but there's some blue poking out over there. That needs to change. And I think I did it. Okay, let's do the cut on the blue line right here. Now if I make these all black, there we go. And this, for those of you who don't know, who are new here, this is what I mean by pointify or pointification of something. It's the act of taking these flat ends, like on this line here, and make them end in a sharp, at a sharp end like this. Except, of course, these are now two different things, separated from each other, but in a way that makes it look like they are actually one thing. This is made so it looks like this is just one single line that ends on a sharp end over there. There is a little problem here though. This pointy end here, I don't know, there's something off about it. It's blue again. Yes, this needs a little bit more work, I'm afraid.
Infinite power.
Good. Maybe if I bring this down a little bit more and further in. See, this here is one of the reasons why I consider this process to be boring. It is. There is a lot of me doing this. Okay, that looks much better. Let's pointify this one over here now. There, there, and there.
Infinite power.
Also, another thing that makes this a little boring, to me at least, is that there really isn't all that much to talk about while drawing these vector lines. It is boring, it is tedious, it is very time consuming, but the end result of making these vector lines is just chef's kiss. It helps me so much with the coloring process, especially shading. I love it. I hate it, but I love it. Place this here.
Infinite power.
Okay, I think I can cut the blue line now. This is the cut right there. Make it black. Fill this with black. And save. There we go. That is done. Now let's do this little line up there. Now for that one, I can go straight ahead with blue, not blue, a triangle. Like this. And why, you might ask? Well, simple, because this is a very small line, which I will have to use just the filling of that triangle and not the borders. Because of how thin this line is supposed to be. The borders make it too thick. There we go. That's much better. Guys, we have a muzzle. Yeah, we have a muzzle. Or at least part of one. What should I do first here? Should I do his chin and jaw? Or rather, should I do his jaw? Or should I do his tongue? if I do his jaw, I will have the line. I'll need to have a line. I'll need to have the line go all the way up to the base of his horn over there. Yes, I'll do the jaw. Here. And end it right there on the horn. Thickness number 5. And let's curve these lines. Point there because I am likely going to need that. Same thing over here. And there. You know, perhaps I should make this line very thin, just so I can see the sketch line. It'll make it a little easier to follow along. Yes. Did I apply a... no. Yeah, there, see, over here it is going a little over the sketch line. Okay, let's begin the... let's begin the fixes. Okay, that was a bad idea. I do need to remove this anchor point, but one over here is needed. And... are you serious? The more I fix, the worse it becomes? Explain that, science. I've never drawn the line arts with vectors in this manner, making it thin, but just the shapes, to then make it thick the way it is supposed to be. I don't know if this is actually going to work as I expected, to. I hope it does. Otherwise, I am just wasting my time. Another reason that makes the vectorization process of the line art a time-consuming and boring one is the fact that I cannot really go quickly. I have to be slow, because I have to pay attention to every little detail. See, right here, for example, that line is not quite in the right position. Okay, I guess that is enough. Let's make this line thick again. 5 pixels thickness. And, is that good? I guess. Maybe here it should go to the side a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Let us draw now. Let's save first. Let us now draw this horn. This will require pointification. Point right there. You look at the sketch. Okay, curve up and then curve down. So up, down. Point in the middle so I can remove this one. What happens if I remove this one without adding any other anchor points? Exactly what I thought was going to happen. The line wonkifies. This isn't very good. Let me try this. Yeah, that's better, I guess. Now, the line art of his jaw needs to connect to the line art over here of the horn. So we do this and blam. Let's save and pointify the line art of that horn. I will have to look at the sketch. This face is so stupid. I love it. Okay, this is what I need. I need to see the curve of the line over here. There, there, and there.
Summer in the hills,
Those hazy days are due.
we were running
Still had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were aligned with. Okay, this here is wrong. I need this black line to match the blue line as perfectly as possible. In this black corner here, it needs to not poke out beyond the blue line. It needs to be as close to the blue line or inside the blue line as much as possible. What is, it needs to match. Same thing must happen right here. Is this good enough? It might be. Okay, let's cut the blue line and see what happens. Where should I do the cut? Here. Ah, but now we have a little bit of his jawline poking out here and a gap over there. That is a problem. So this here looks fine. Okay, let's fix this issue over here. Let's begin the fix by removing this little corner poking out there. The way I'm going to do that is by cutting this piece of the line. Now we only have a bigger gap. How do we fix the gap? By drawing a triangle in here. By drawing the triangle and making it match both of those lines. The jaw line down here and the horn line up there. If I can only freaking click on the thing there, thank you me. So long as these match and look like, I sent this back, and look like it is the same line, that is what matters. See, I need this here, but not that over there. I saw the color red here on the corner, on quarter draw, and for a moment I thought this was the status on OBS, indicating that the connection is bad or dead. I almost got angry. Oh no, thankfully that is just the color selection that I have here. Okay, I think this works. Bring it back forward. And make it black. Make everything black. There we go, that is fixed. Let's save. Oh, voice crack. Yeah, let's do the pointification of this end over here. And that is simple enough. Wait, is it? Yes. Let's make the first anchor point right here. Oh my god, I hate it when I misclick stuff. And accidentally unselect the stuff that I actually need to be selected. Over here. Okay, now let's match these corners as perfectly as I can.
You're gonna break my heart. You're gonna tear it apart. No matter what you do, I'll still be there for you.
This here needs more work. Now the corner, the black corner there is poking out. No, 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 no. Stop it. On. It either goes too much inside the blue line or it goes too much outside. Why can't I get an in-between? What if I try the pen here? Will that give me the precision that I need? It's snapping. Isn't there like an option here to disable snapping? I do use snapping, but right now I don't need it. Layout, view, rulers, guidelines, snap to, objects, page? Never messed with that. The exact same thing. Snap to... Oh, wait. Oh, I unselect. Okay, I get it. So... Am I gonna be able to get that in between that I need now? There. There. I did it. Okay, now we can re-enable the snap to objects. Okay, perfect. And I think this is it. Let's do the cut on the blue line and see what we got. Wait. Oh no, there's blue showing over there. Gotta fix that. And I think I did it. Let's do the cut right here and see if what I have done is good. And it is. So let's save. We already have half of his head done. Let me do this side of his head. Now this line here should, in theory at least, not require any pointification. Only a couple anchor points here and there, so I can get its shape correct. Now that over there might be a problem. Let me try and fix that. Oops. No, I just want to see the sketch. Okay. This anchor point and this one will have to go away. And this curve needs to be smaller. Yeah, that should do it. Perfect! Maybe. Let us draw now a line for his eye over here. Just one line. Do I want this line to be 5 pixels thickness or the standard default of 4? Probably 5. That should be enough for now. I am really tempted to start working on the eyes, like right now. But I still do have to figure out the layering. Even though I'm not going to shade it, but I still want to work with a couple layers. I'm not sure I remember what is going on here with that line. You look on the progress sheet to see what that used to be. Ah, okay. That's what that is. Oh, frick. Stop. Over here. And we go around with this eye. Though for the eye over there, maybe 5 pixels here might be too thick of a line. Let's go up. Yeah, that's good for starters, right? I guess so. It is starting to look way cuter than he already does on the sketch. Okay. But this here, just 2 lines connecting to each other will be enough. The way these points are going so far like that, I don't like that. So let's use just the color feeling. Delete that. This could use a little bit more work. Oh, actually, this anchor point in the middle here, that's something that would have to go away. There we go. And save. What part should I do next? This is a very small picture, so I can certainly finish this on one single stream. Not that I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do this here. Airline thickness. There. Now this has to be proportional in relation to the first one that I made over there. And I think that is good enough. It is getting a bit warm here, so if you guys don't mind, I would turn on my fan. So if you hear a little bit of a buzzing in the background, that's my fan. I hope it is not going to be too bad. There. Oh, now that's noisier. Interesting, this fan, it becomes noisier if I put it at the minimal speed instead of the higher speed. All right, let's see what next. This eye, you know what? I will do the eye now. Whatever. Ah, but wait a second. What about this line over here? How will I do it? With pointification or with connecting lines like that? Multiple connecting lines. You know, since I don't really fully remember how I am doing eyes now, I should probably check at a recent picture that I made to see how I made the eye there. Because I'm still not accustomed to the way I'm making eyes now. What is a picture here that has the new eye style? I think this actually is one of those. Holiday Wish is certainly, but I'll check this one. This looks cute. That is kind of cute. Dracopon, I'm gonna add this to my collection. Hold on a second. Ah, I hate it when it does that. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this open on a tab and check it later. Here, let's go into here. Infuse Braveheart. Let's open the final version on Photoshop. Let's see, eyes. So for this emote here, I basically made the eyes in the old style, where I draw the eye sockets on the line arts, on the line art itself, and then the actual eyes I draw behind. Draw them behind that. Okay. Let me check then. I'll make them burn. Pretty sure the eye here was made in the new way, in the new style. Unless I am completely wrong about that. And I am completely wrong about that. Fantastic. Okay, let me try Holiday Wishes then. Nope, that's not it. Holiday Wishes. Braveheart. Their eyes. Now what the heck? Am I using the new style only for ponies? Let me check on Silver Trot over here. No, actually, this picture here still uses the old style. Yeah. No, so the one that I actually have to check is actually going to be birthday wishes. Oh, there it is. Now this one I am 100% sure uses my new eye style or technique or whatever. Even if it doesn't really look like it. Yes, yes, there it is. So on this new method, I do not draw an eye socket, you know, a hole here. I just draw this outline that goes around and outside the eye. The eye line, as I apparently call it. The actual head itself, the skull, is completely eyeless. And then what I do is on Photoshop, with a separate layer, I draw the actual eyeball. And then together, they look like that. Like an eye. Right, so if I am to use that same method on this emote, how am I going to organize the layering? I am silent now because I am trying to think and visualize what I am supposed to do here and how I am supposed to do it. Then again, this whole process is something that I only actually really need if I am going to shade, which is not what I intend on doing with this picture here. And that should also be the reason why on this one here. And that is also the reason why I did not use that method with this one. This one I still use the simple old method. Yeah, I think that since I am just making a simple emote that is not going to be shaded, I will stick to the old method. It is simpler to do. I just have to figure out what exactly am I going to do about this. I think that just drawing one single line going around all the way around the eye like this, and then drawing an extra triangle down here is going to be the solution. So make this 5 pixels thickness. Actually no, make this 1 pixel thickness so I can actually see the line art, the sketch line art, while I shape the actual vector line. And then once I have everything in place, I will just make the line thick. No, that there is not quite right. I might need an extra anchor point right here. And then I can eat that one. Okay, is this good? Is everything smooth? No, that there is not quite right. Let's make an anchor point here and delete this one. There we go, that is way better. What about this here? It's fine. Okay. Let's make this line 5 pixels of thickness. That's a thick line. Maybe too thick. Like, seriously. I think it might be too thick. Try the default 4 pixels thickness. Yeah, 4 pixels thickness is better for that. But that means that I'm gonna have to apply the same thickness on his right eye over here. How am I going to do that? Well, clearly I will have to draw a new line on top of this one right here. There, was that 4? Yes, that is 4 pixels thickness. Now let's shape it. Ah, but wait, I have to do this curve over there as well. Wait. Stop snapping to the wrong spot. There. Let's make an anchor point over here so I can hold that position on the line. Or rather, that curve. This goes over here. Goes over there. And that might be enough. Except, hold on. Right now we need to bring another line down here, but not quite like that. Like this. This one can be thinner. Also, this notification can go away because it is distracting. Now the objective here is to cover a future gap. And I think this might be enough. Right now, let's do a cut right there. There we go. It's good. Well, the curve could be a bit better. Let's make it better. Ah, I messed up. No. Now that's just worse. There, that's fixed. That line I'm going to keep at 5 pixels thickness, but this one over here, I will have to replace it in the same way that I did with that one down there. At least I think so. You know, I am going to reuse these anchor points over here. That should make things easier. Now let's just shape this one the same way that the original one is shaped. At least close enough.
Infinite power.
And of course, right over here, This has to match the blue line as perfectly as possible. I guess that should be good enough. Okay, let's do a cut on the blue line and see what I did works. Oh no! I messed up. Help! There we go. I fixed it. Yeah! Yeah. That works. Now, for this line that I was so worried about, is that supposed to curve down, or I think just this should be enough. Airline thickness blue, so I can properly see what I am doing. Oops. Remove the outline. I messed up. There, that's what I meant to do.
Infinite power.
There. Oh my god. Why do I keep clicking the wrong stuff? Yeah, there, that should work. And save. That's a very stupid looking face. But I love it. Okay, I kind of want to leave his tongue for last. Let's use that same method with this line over here. A little thicker on the base. Yeah, that should be fine. Right? Right. I might need to make that a little thicker actually. Yes, I'll do it. Yes, that looks much better. Now for the neck. That should be extremely simple. Might not even need multiple anchor points. And this one right here. Now this one I might require a couple of extra anchor points. like one right here, for example. And one right here. And one in the middle.
Summer in the hills, those
Yes, that looks very good.
to remember we
Now for this line art over here,
were the whole world
what thickness should I use for that? Should I use also 5?
seasons change. Our roads were lined with
Yes, I think that is also 5.
mountains in the way. Couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand open arms. This is home where we are. Ever strong in the world
Change that to 5.
made. I still hear you in the breeze. See your
Convert everything to curve
holding
so I can curve it.
memories never change.
Point right here in the middle. I can bend this part down here. Yeah, I think that looks fine. How about we now draw his nostrils? So his nostrils, start with this one. I think that his nostrils should require multiple lines with multiple anchor points at a very small thickness. The only important thing is that I have to bear in mind is to make the the end result look like it has a similar thickness to the rest of the line arts on his body here. Though because this is just a nostril, it should not be too thick. Just thick enough. The line art, that is. Otherwise, it will look unnatural. Well, not unnatural, but rather, it won't look natural. By saying it would look unnatural, kind of implies that it would become something like supernatural. Which is, of course, not the case. It is Spookytober, but I am not drawing a ghost or something. Although that would be fun to draw. There's no way, however, I would be able to get anything done before October 3rd. You know, before Halloween. Hey again, Skywalker. Yes, Dragon. That is what I am working on right now. I really want to get this done ASAP. Oh, hey Helunky. Why are you using Skywalker's account? Too lazy to log on your own? Just kidding. Okay, this needs to be curved a little more like so. Yes, I realize you have access to it. Anchor point here. Okay, let's fill this with black and see what it looks like. It's good, but it can be better. A challenge for Uno Fake. Explain what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm still unclear on what you mean by Uno Fake or Fake Uno. I saw the post, the tag yesterday, but I still don't really understand. Ooh, hold on a second. Now that is going way too far over there. No, that is not good. Discord has games that you can play on call without downloading anything. Oh, I see. So by Fake Uno, you are actually talking about one of those games. You know, I think this here might be good enough, actually. Except for this little bit over here. This area is a little too thick. There. Let's have a look from away. Yeah, I guess that is fine. Yes, that is fine. Let's now do the same thing for the other nostril over here. Technically, I could just copy this one, paste it over here, and flip it around. But I think I would have to make so many corrections that it might be worth to just draw a brand new one. Exclusively for this nostril. You know what, I would try. I'll try the copy and paste though. Let's see if I can actually get away with it. Begin by resizing it a little bit. Tilting. And let's position it right here. And now it is time for all of those corrections that I mentioned. Up. There, that's what I meant to do. What we play the most is Uno Fake and Bolinha de Golf. Why are you calling it Uno Fake? That I also still do not understand. It's either Uno or it isn't Uno. It either is or isn't. Ah, wait. Frick. This here needs to be thinner. Oops. Yes, I know what Uno is. I've played it when I was a kid. What I don't understand is why are you calling it Fake Uno? Put this one over here. And what the hell am I doing? Okay, I think I have it. I know it's a card game, but I don't know why you are calling it Fake Uno. That I don't know. There. Now I need another anchor point here. Ah, frick! I clicked the wrong thing. Yeet that one. Oh my god, I accidentally deleted the anchor point I need. This isn't working out very well. See, this is what I was talking about in regards to having to make so many adjustments that it might have been worth to just draw a brand new line just for this nostril. You're making so many of these adjustments here that I'm not even sure if the end result is going to be any good. This here needs to be a little pointier. Not like that though. Search for blazing eights. The hell is this thing? Oh god, that's nightmare fuel. So it's a game like Uno, but not Uno. I see. So like, it works and plays like Uno, same rules, or identical rules at least, and that is why you call it fake Uno. Okay, this is too thick. See, it is hard. Well, not hard, it's just complicated to adjust and adapt, rather. A thing that you made for something else, you just simply try to copy it over to reuse it. Okay. Okay, for the most part, I suppose this is fine. Just do a couple more adjustments over here. Okay, now let's fix these corners. Anchor point there, anchor point here, and yeet this one. Same thing over here. A blammo. And one here. Another one over there. And get rid of this one, now this one. What happens if I get rid of this one?
Hydrate. Gotta keep hydrated.
That's a good idea. The more I fix this, the worse it apparently becomes. Now I have a corner here again. Oh, I don't want pointy corners. That's better. Let's get this out of there for a moment. The thickness of this line is now all over the place. Let me try and fix this without the sketch in place. Maybe that will make it a little easier to see what I am doing. Like right here is a little too thin. It is also a little too thin down here. Wait, that's too thick now. Move that. Give me an anchor point over there. Remove that one. This area here is too thick also. Let me try to fix it using an anchor point. A little thinner, please. Now there's a corner right there that needs to go away. Alright, let's see if I have managed to fix that. I have. This looks way better. But it also looks thinner than the original on the left side over here. It needs to be thicker. What if I just increase the thickness of the line itself? Why has it just become thinner? By increasing the thickness. Pardon me? Oh, what the heck? Wait, 1 pixel thickness. Why is hairline thicker than 1 pixel thickness? Doesn't make sense. Whatever. 2 pixels thickness seem to be just what I need here. Except for this thing poking out over there. That is wrong. How am I going to fix that? Let's make a couple anchor points right here at the very corner and remove that one. Okay, that works. That works. Let's send this back to the center. Yeah, that works. Okay, I did it. Let's save. Very, very good. Now let me work on his tongue over here. Let's make this tongue. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't actually need to do this, but I want to. General Sketch 4 Corel. Bring this into Photoshop. Close this and close that as well. And copy. Get it over here. I need a selection right. Wait. I just need his tongue. That's what I need. So actually, yeah. Let's go back to paint. I need just his tongue. So let's extract that tongue out of here. Not just the tongue, but also this part of his mouth. Actually, this entire area here, that is fine. Delete everything. Now let's copy this entire canvas over to Photoshop. Perfect. 1, 2, 0 tolerance, as it should be with violence, for example. And no anti-alias. I select that. Yeah, there we go. Let me make just a pair of notches on these corners. Actually, let's make them with color. Just to define the actual dimension of the canvas. Let's save this over to this folder. As a PNG file, obviously. That's Pixar. Uh, general sketch for Corel. Done. Now back to CorelDRAW, and let's import that thing. Why is it this size? If I did the thing on the exact same resolution as the original sketch for Corel. Well, why? I need this to be the exact same size as the that. What is that size? Is it going to work if I just resize this? 720. Now center it. I mean, it looks like it is just right, right?
You sure you're okay?
Yes, okay, it is. It's centered perfectly. Okay, very good. So now, oh, hold on. I have to make a little knot. Oops. I have to make a little notch on this file, so it is a little easier for me to drag it out of here if I need. I mean, when I need. Could I please move this up? Thank you. There. Gonna select that plus this here and combine both of them. So now if I grab this, that happens. Perfect. Now let me use the color red. What is done. And should I use a single line in Pointify or should I use multiple lines? I think I'm going to use multiple lines. Let's begin with this corner over here. Wait. Why is the line not turning red? Oh, it's because I had to right click. Of course, there. This goes over there. Hairline thickness, a little bit more zoom.
It is my duty to come into your dreams.
Let's go around.
I assure
There.
you that you are asleep. When you wake, the thing that frightens you most will still exist.
Now let's shape this.
Only has fears.
First, oops. Let's remove that. Let's shape this so it will have the same shape as the time on the sketch.
They must be faced, or the nightmares will continue.
Okay, this looks good for starters.
Time for you to face your real fears.
But I do need one anchor point here so I can move this one up and inwards like that. But a little bit more curve over here. Now this. That. I am getting close to finishing this. Once this is done, all the vectorization of these lines, all I will have to do is color everything in Photoshop. And that is going way too far. Way too far. Fix this curve over here. Oh no. There. There. And not there. Oh, you know what? Let's make one anchor point here so I can remove this one. That way I should be able to adjust this rod over here. So I can get this curvature a little better. Is there an anchor point right here? Yes, there is. So that will also need to go away. Okay. Now let's remove the outline and readjust everything. Just a little bit. Oh, hold on. It's the anchor points that I have to grab. This area over here is either too thick or this one over here is too slim. Let's make this a little thicker. Come on. The curvature up here is wrong. Okay, there's only one actual way for me to really see if what I'm doing here is right. And is removing that out of here. And making this black. Not like that. Yeah, it is good, but that line needs to be thicker. Let's save first. Let me try and make this tongue thicker. Well, this line art. Move that anchor point over there a little bit more. And this one down a little bit more as well. And this one to the side over here. And oops. That goes like that. That looks much better. But the shape over here is a bit wonky. I don't know, there's something off about it. Maybe if I do this and curve it down a little bit more down here, maybe that would do it. No, that just made things worse. Yeah, I guess that is better. I guess that is better. Let's drop this line over here now. I think I can say I have finished that line art for the tongue. Let's make this a higher line. A higher line? I don't know why I spoke like that. Hairline thickness. And remove the outline. Can I click the right thing, please? Oh my god. There. Now this cannot be too thick, but also not too thin. Has to be just right. And the curvature also needs to be right. That is very important actually. Maybe even more so than the thickness of the line. Okay, I think that is fine. Maybe just a little bit more tweaking down here. Let's save and see what I've done here. Yeah, I guess that is fine. Now, let me think for a moment. So right here we have one fang and another fang right here. This is a lip. I don't think I need this sketch anymore. Let's send this all the way to the back. Alright. Now I will draw that lip. Oh, but this has to have a 5 pixels thickness. That is going to interfere with the line art of the tongue over there. I can do it. Let's begin with a small thickness so I can actually see the line art, the sketch line art. That will help me to curve this line properly. You know what, I'm gonna have this go way beyond, not way beyond, but a little beyond the point. I should actually stop that. There's a very weird bug that just landed on my lap. Hang on, I have to unlive this bug. I hate bugs. Bugs bug me. Get off. There. First it landed on my hair, then it fell to my neck. I hate bugs. Now where was I? Right, I was gonna make this line thicker now. Yeah, the problem here is that it is kind of hiding his teeth. I want his teeth to be more visible in this. So I have to move this line down a little bit. Even though that means having it a little off the actual sketch line art. There, that should be good enough. And save. Now I have to fix this. And the way to do that is going to be by applying a cut right here. And then filling up, or rather patching, this gap. Let me make this blue so I can see what I am doing. This should be enough. Oops. Now I have to make this match the blue line over there. as perfectly as possible. A little more up. This is harder than it looks. Trust me. I curve this a little more. No, somehow I think that just made things worse. Fun. It's still not good. Okay, this is better. Okay. Let's make this black. Not like that. This and this. And there it is. It's fixed. Now, of course, I still have to handle this situation over here. Okay, in that case, let's keep all of this colored like that. Next thing that I'm gonna do is these tooth over here. After that, I will see how I can remove this little black line from here, because that needs to go away. But I need to take a quick bathroom break. So I'll be away for just about a minute, and when I get back, I'm going to draw these two fangs, and then sort out the tongue situation over here. So okay, I will be right back, my friends. Be right back. And I am back. Right. Let's draw those fangs now. Ah, but wait a second. What thickness of line should I use here? Probably number 3. Yeah, let's go with number 3. If I use thick lines. Why are there so many bugs coming through the window? Stop it. Anyway, if I use lines thicker than this, they're just going to merge together. I don't want that. Actually, you know what? I could just keep going with this here. Since most of it is going to be hidden. Wait. Here. Oh, let's be careful here. Yeah, this is not perfect, but yes, it works. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Hey, Penis, hello! Happy Sunday, thank you for joining. Yeah, see, this is what I am talking about. Because of the thickness of the line and the proximity of one line to the other, they can sometimes merge together. And then whatever I am trying to draw there just becomes unrecognizable sometimes. That is a little bit of an issue. Like over here as well, for example. This line over here is overlapping with the line art of the tongue over there. Should check the sketch for a moment. This fang is not supposed to be going up there. Why have I done that? Seriously, why have I done that? Should be going no higher than this. Oh my god! Can I stop clicking the wrong things all the time, please? No, let's remove that anchor point. It is not doing me any favors. Let's make a new one over here. Actually, not over there. Right up here. And then another one down here. This still isn't doing me that many favors, to be honest. Yeah. I'm just covering the tooth. I mean the fang. It's supposed to be a fang. Yeah, it's completely covered up. Now it doesn't look pointy. I need it to look pointy. It is a tooth after all. Bang. A chomper. A nom-nomer. Alright, what about now? Okay, I suppose that is good enough. Let's save. And let's save again, but this time with a different file name. Because I am going now to make a more significant change. And that is, I'm finally going to remove this little piece of line art over here. And how am I going to do that? By cutting it off, I suppose? That is going to generate a gap right here and another one right here. Break apart. Now I have to patch both of those gaps. Yeah, there, see? Gap here, gap there. Okay, let's patch the gaps. So long as I do it right, everything will be fine. I must not only patch this, but also the patch must be shaped just like the original line that I have erased a little chunk of was originally shaped. After all, this patch is supposed to look like the line is still there. And I guess that is good? Yeah. Now over here I'm going to need just one very small patch. So in theory it should not be difficult to accomplish. And again, theory is always different from practice. But thankfully, my theory has proved itself to be correct. I guess. Now let's change that red and that blue over to black, and if I have done everything correctly, it will all seem to be the same one seamless line. So black, not that. Black for the tongue, and black for that line art over his lip. And now if I remove both sketches, hey, there it is, there we go. Although that thing over there looks a bit strange. I have to fix that. And actually should go that and like this. Yes, that should be better. There we go. And the save. Now the only thing left to be done on this soon-to-be new emote should be do the line art for his main. Though I'm not going to do that today, because as you have already noticed, draw vector lines takes a lot of time, it is a tedious work, and his main has just so many corners going on around here. This is going to take a very long time to do. I could still do it today, but I want to take a break from vectors for now. So in that case, I am going to move on to something else. I don't think I'm going to need Photoshop anymore. So let's close it. And before I have to open it again, as I have already done like 3 times since I started the stream today. Every time I say I'm gonna close Photoshop, I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore, and then I need it. What am I gonna do? Alright, I wanted to work a little bit more on the truck. Oh, but that is going to be so much work for today. And I actually don't have that much time left on the stream. At most, what I'm going to do, I will work a little bit on this, but I'm not going to get started on the next angle of the truck. I'm just going to clean up the sketch for now. Do I have this exact same version of the progress on its progress sheet? Let me see. Give me my pen. I'm going to copy this over to the progress sheet, but paste it on top of this sketch over here, just to compare if they are the same or not. If they are not the same, then I'm gonna keep the one that I am bringing here as a thing of its own. Are those lines aligned? No, they're off. Fine, I'll zoom in. There. Okay, now undo and redo a couple times just to see if anything is different. Yes, there is stuff that is different. So it is indeed a different sketch. So it goes over there. And save. Now let's go back to the workshop. Not this workshop. Close this one. This one. This. Oh my god, these bugs flying through the window. Stop it. The only reason why I'm not going to close my window is because it is a bit too warm for my comfort today. So much so that I actually have to turn on my fan. But the downside is that these annoying bugs keep flying in because they see my light on and they say, "Oh hey, look, a light source, let's go there." There. If only at least they would just land somewhere and stay put, but no. They insist on jumping on me on my keyboard and then jumping off away. It's so annoying. Right. Give me a larger eraser. And let me see, what am I going to erase from here? Got a lot of bugs. Oh no, I hate bugs with a passion. Also, there is this one particular type of bug that shows up every night. Like 2 or 3 of them. And I don't know the name of the bug, but it is a brownish small little bug that it apparently loves light. But the problem is it bolts to the light, then it bolts to the wall, bolts to my screen, bolts to my skin, lands on the skin, and every single time that I am about to slap it, it's like it can read my thoughts. It flies away, and then it comes back again. It is one of the most annoying bugs that I've ever had flying around lights. I hate them. Anyway, I need license plates. This here is obviously just a sample but I'd rather have it in place. Is this centered? I guess that is centered enough. Okay, give me this gray. That is the wrong gray. There we go. So that has been cleaned up. Now we have some of that over here as well. I'm removing the guidelines. There. Ah, also. This here will have to go away, and this, and this. Any more guidelines around? Not that I can see, but I'm pretty sure there must be. So just to be sure, let's run the eraser with that dark gray on the primary color over all of these black lines. At least the ones that are likely to have been drawn using guidelines. And of course there's one down there, but that is a different shade of gray. I only use 2 shades of gray. Some people would use 50, but I think that is unnecessary. I'm going to keep this one on the windshield. It is just to have an idea of the travel arc of the wiper. I might have used guidelines up here. I definitely use guidelines over here, and there is one there, but that's a different gray. I think it's this one. Yes. See down here on the side. Okay, everything seems fine. Alright, let's remove this guideline that I used to align the wheels. There. And actually I think that should be everything. We just do a little bit of detailing right here before I forget. It's not supposed to be connected like that. Oh, the stairs. Have I removed all the guidelines from the stairs? If I haven't before, now I have. And I guess that's it. That grill, is that on the progress sheet? Yes. So, I'm going to change its color to black, but actually not actual black. Let's just go with an extremely dark shade of black. I mean gray. which looks like black but isn't black. That way, if I need to remove this grill out of here, the mesh, I can easily do it using the eraser. And oops, I forgot to click blue on the primary there. There we go. Now that looks a lot more truck-like. Yeah, there, see? And now if I want to change, either change this to some other color or remove that completely, all I gotta do is sample that shade of black on the primary color, like this. Oop. And then using the eraser, use the eraser trick. And oh wait. That wasn't supposed to happen. That 111. Pure black is 000. It should be different. Why is it not different? I have been fooled. Okay, let's try 2, 2, 2. You know what, I'm going to try this on another window of paint, because that one, because of the size of the canvas, for some reason it is limiting my number of undos. Okay, let's do the test here. This is the exact same blue. This is absolute black. Okay. Now let's have blue on the primary colors, black on the secondary, but this black, I'm going to set it to 2, 2, 2 on the RGB. So now it should not be actual black. Put that there as a sample. And let's use the eraser trick on the blue. Okay, now let's reset everything. And now I'm going to sample this new black. Okay, there we go. Now it has distinguished that black from actual pure black. Okay, so 222 should work. Where's the program? Here. Just to confirm, that's 222. All right. Here we go. Okay, so if that is indeed working as intended, if I do 2, 2, 2 over here, and say for example change it to red, yes, there we go. Now that's more like it. So yeah, as I was saying, if I want to remove, all I gotta do is sample that color and use the eraser trick to either erase or change its color. And there we go. Perfect. So let's copy this over to the progress sheet. And other than reinforce a couple lines here and there, I messed up the selection. Other than reinforcing a couple lines here and there, I suppose that this sketch is complete. Well, that and figuring out anything else to do with the design. Excuse me. Oh, also I gotta save this over to the workshop file. Design. Place workshop. All right. I was actually going to draw the threads on the wheels. I still want to do that. But that is something that I still need to figure out more properly before I actually try to do it. So for now, this is going to be enough. Also, for those of you who don't know, right here on this area, there's supposed to be some sort of text. Like, I thought about maybe having the name of the truck, although I haven't come up with a name for this truck yet. So far, the best thing that I could think of is No Guard, but that is not exactly creative. So let's assume the name of the truck is actually No Guard. It would be something like this up here. Oops, I messed up that. Fine. But yeah, I would have the name of the truck here, maybe a little bit of the logo as well. But that's nothing that I'm gonna be doing right now. Let's close this for the moment. And I think there's a bug inside my shirt. And this can be closed as well. I'm not going to need that. And this. And this, and that was actually everything. Okay, to be honest, I am actually far more tempted to just keep going with the stream today, but work on this picture instead of anything else. However, drawing those vectors has really drained me. And I am a bit tired now. I could use a little bit of rest. Besides, these bugs are annoying me, and I still have to finish fixing up a little bit of an issue that I somewhat have and somewhat have caused on my second PC. That is actually one of the reasons why I started the stream with a small delay today. I was still sorting that out as well, and I kind of want to go back to working on that. So I think I'm actually going to stop the stream here for today and tell you guys that I stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays. I play American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I play a different game every Friday also at 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Sundays, just like today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I work on art. I draw stuff, I practice, everything that I did today and some other things as well. But everything always art related stuff. Anyway, I do art live on Sundays, that's what I'm trying to say. I have a Discord server available, it is called Dragon Realms. If you would like to join, you will be more than welcome to. There should be a link below the stream that you can click on and join the server, but it should only be accessible to members of the art group Dragon Realms over at DeviantArt and subscribers to the channel here on Twitch. So if you are one of those, then you should be able to join the server through the link. Unless the link is broken, because apparently the link likes to break a lot. And I don't know why, and let alone how to fix it. So, if it is broken, you can message me on DeviantArt or on Twitter, or even send me a whisper here on Twitch, and I will send you a link directly through there in private so you can join. My name at DeviantArt is here on the top of the screen. It's Mike Dragon, so that would be www.deviantart.com/MikeDesdragon, and on Twitter it is @_MikeDragon. I will be opening the server to the general public in the near future, so anyone can join at any given moment whenever they like. But for now, only members of the art group and subscribers can join. And yeah, that's gonna be everything for today. Next Friday, by the way, for the Gaming Friday, because we are in October and approaching Halloween. Even though we don't celebrate Halloween where I live, but it's a fun date. I mean, a fun holiday. And I mean, seriously, who doesn't like Halloween, right? And also because Phasmophobia has finally received its big update that was being promised, with a new map, new challenges, and lots of stuff. And also apparently there is an event going on where you can earn a little trophy to display in a trophy case in the game. I haven't played Phasmo after it has been updated yet. But anyway, point is, because of the update and Halloween's approaching, next Friday I am likely going to be playing Phasmophobia on the Gaming Friday. So if you'd like to join me for a few spooks and watch me scream like a baby, maybe, then join me at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for the rest of for the remaining of October, I might be only playing spooky-ish games, maybe just Phasmophobia even. I don't know, I'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for today. So everyone, have an awesome week. Make this next week be a better one than the one we just had. And until we meet again on the next stream, God bless you all. Stay safe and healthy. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And when you go to bed, sleep well, and as always, dream of dragons. So everyone, once more, thank you so much for joining. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. Don't bet on taking trips because I'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. So truth can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I will not let that my opinion of such enough. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and set it not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fact that if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and set it not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the show. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion. Manipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at the foes. Cling against the torment claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just glow. Don't wait or play to indecision. Don't bet on taking